Yeah.
Who's your favorite Tiger of all time?
People ask me this question all the time. I do not have an answer. And the reason I don't have an answer is because, okay, you could say the simple answer. You can say Miguel Cabrera.
I was hoping you say Miggy. You got Verlander.
Biggie, you can say JV, like you can say these guys,
You
and
had
those,
Scherzer.
and I love Max Scherzer. I love Max Scherzer. Don't get me wrong,
All
love
right.
him down. But I think for so long, okay, well, there's two parts to this answer. One, when I was younger, and I was constantly going to games, my favorite player was Ramon Santiago.
Really?
For no baseball reason at all. The way that the announcer called his name when he came up to bat was like the coolest sound to me ever in the world. So every time I went to a game, I was hoping that he was in the lineup so I could just hear that. Because the atmosphere at Comerica Park was just like unlike anything else I've experienced before when I was that young. So I was like, that was such a highlight to me going to those games and hearing his name like that. So that's why he was my favorite Tiger for literally no other reason than just I thought he had the coolest name. But also, I think that so much of my fanship of the game just lives in my love for the team and for the city. So if you're a great
Mm,
player and you're exciting to watch and you're good at your job
yeah.
and you are adding to my experience as a fan, as someone who's from Detroit, and you're making that experience good and positive for me, I like you. So yeah, I could say Miggy, I could say JV, I could say Shurs, who I do love, and maybe I mean, also I loved David Price when we had him. Loved Prince Fielder.
Y'all did have David Price.
Yeah, that's who we traded Austin Jackson for, and
That
I was mad in the moment. I was happy, I was happy later on. But like these are guys who, when I think back to great memories of Comerica Park and being a Tigers fan, they're a part of it. So that's why I'm like, I don't really have like a favorite tiger. And then people
yeah.
are like, whenever I tell them, they're like, well, no, Santiago. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
like
That's a guess that you have a minute before somebody get that one.
it exactly. That's when people are like, people look at me, they're like, are you even a real fan? But it's like, but you gotta be if your
You
name
gotta
is
be.
and not one of these. And so it's kind of a weird, dichotomy that we got going on. But it's when I think back to who's my favorite tiger, it always just brings me back to who impacted me and my love for this team in this game. And so I can name off a bunch of people. And then I got to see Mickey's final game. I was working that day. And it brought me to tears. I have literally pictures and videos of me crying in that moment, and I actually called that last play. I was like,
Really?
put him at first. And that last, he's going to get a ball hit to him. Literally, I'm sitting in the press box with my bosses. I'm like, they're about to play him at first, aren't they? And they're looking at me like, girl, I'm not thinking about nothing about that. Like, this is like, it's a lot going on right now. And they put him at first and they hit that ball for him. And they look at me, they're like, and I'm like, it has to happen for guys like that.
Yeah.
Like those poetic moments, it has to happen for you like that. So, I mean, yeah, Miggy, Shurs, JV, David Price, Austin Jackson, Ramon Santiago, like those are all my guys.
No doubt. The
Yeah,
list goes on.
the
Yeah.
list is on.
I even had a Curtis Granderson run.
How could I forget Curtis? I've met
See?
Curtis Anderson so many times. He is the nicest man ever. He was actually my sister's tiger. Like we have, like she met him when I was working there a couple years ago, and she bawled her eyes out like she was sobbing. She was like, "Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed." And he was like, "No, you're fine. Like it's just, he was just so cool. Yes, love Curtis. Don't know how I forgot about Curtis, but
Yeah,
yeah,
man. I'm a huge Curtis Granderson fan.
I mean, just the coolest guy.
Yeah, man. He probably